In this tutorial, I'll share how to fix an elastic waistband to your trouser. What's up guys? Happy New Year! Welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's tutorial, as you can see, I'll be sharing how to fix an elastic waist to your baggy trouser. This is pretty simple and very easy to do. So if this is something you want to learn how to do, then this video is for you. Alright, so now let's jump right into this tutorial. To get started, I've gone on to work on the trouser. I have the body of the trouser here, and I have numerous tutorials on my YouTube channel, even on how to fix a cargo pocket, which I've gone ahead to fix on my trouser right here. Now, something to note, when you want to fix an elastic band on your trouser, you would want to make sure that your waist measurement is slightly bigger than your actual waist. Okay, so a rule of thumb is to use your hip measurement or deduct about 3 to 4 inches from your hip measurement. This is because when you put the waistband, it is going to shrink back. Okay, so you need an excess fabric. To move on, the first thing I will do is to measure around the waist of the trouser. After measuring, I got about 45.5 inches, approximately 46. So I got about 45.5 inches and I just worked with 46 inches. Next thing, I cut out a long strip of fabric that is 47 inches long. I added 1 extra inch to join the waistband together, and the wideness is 5 inches. Okay, so first thing first, I would fold the fabric into 2, right side facing each other. Now listen carefully here. Next thing, I would first of all mark half an inch at the top. From there, I will sew that half an inch down and leave a space of 1.5 inch, 2 inches actually, not 1.5. I'll leave a space of 2 inches and sew the remaining parts down. Now you would understand this better when I'm sewing on my sewing machine, which I'll be showing us shortly. I'm right here on my sewing machine. This is the half inch I initially marked, so I'll sew that half inch downward. I'm just doing this gently with my hand wheel. I'll trim off the excess thread. Mark out 2 inches that I will not be sewing. So I won't be sewing on this 2 inches gap, and continue my sewing up until the end. Next, I would open up the seam this way and fold it down like I'm tacking it down. I'm piping it, and this is so to just give it a neat finishing around that side. After stitching that down, this is what I have. So next thing is to fold my waistband into equal parts. I would fold it into 2 and iron it down. So one thing you will notice is that the part that is open is on one side, while the back side would be closed. Okay, so the back side is closed and the front side has that open area. Moving on, I would place my waistband on my sewing machine. You can see this open-ended part is the part I'm placing on underneath the presser foot, and I'll go on and sew half an inch away from the end, from the open end. The half an inch would serve as my joining allowance to the trouser. I will be sewing this all round. This is what it looks like after sewing. Okay, next up I'll go on and sew my casing now for the elastic and also for the rope. Now the dimension of your casing will depend on the wideness of your elastic. For me, half an inch worked well because my elastic was not up to half an inch. So just like I did initially, I'll go on and sew a straight line from one end of the waistband to the other end. I'm going to be sewing this line twice, and sewing it 2 times will give rise to 3 casings. I am done creating my casings. I have one, I have another one, and I have the third one. So the first and the last is for elastic, and the middle one is for the rope. I would also go on and sew at the edge, that's the folded edge of my waistband. This is absolutely for design purposes, okay? It's not compulsory. So if you don't have enough space around there, you don't need to do it. It just adds a bit of design to the waistband. It is now time to pass the rope and the elastic through the casings. I've gone on to work on my rope, and the rope is so long to be able to cover the entire waistband and also have some remaining to tie. So the rope would be going to the middle casing. The first and the last casing would be for the elastic band. Take note. To pass my rope through the middle casing, I would be using this safety pin. I'll pin the pin on the rope and guide it through the casing. After passing the rope through, it is now time to pass the elastic. So you'd want to make sure that the elastic is about 5 inches shorter than your actual waist measurement. So if your waist measurement is 28, you can use an elastic inch of 23, 24 inches. Okay, so just like I used the safety pin to pass the rope through, I would also employ the same method to pass the elastic through. Once I was done, I needed to join the both ends of the elastic together, and you can either tie your elastic or sew them down. I chose to sew mine down. After sewing, I trimmed off the excess thread and decided to do like a double sewing. So what I did was to place the elastic on top of each other, the excess that I sew, more like you're doing a flat seam, and I stitch it down again, right? Two-factor authentication so it doesn't come off. And after I was done with that and taking off the excess thread, I readjusted the elastic so it can be well placed within the casing of the waistband. And this is what it looks like so far. Next up, I picked up the second elastic of the same length as I used for the first and passed it through the third casing. Same way, same process. So guys, I'm done with passing the elastic and the rope through, and this is what I've got. It is now time to join this to the trouser. You can see this is how it looks like. To join to my trouser, I'll pick up my trouser. The part where the rope comes out is the part that will be at the center front of the trouser. So I'll be matching the seams together and secure it down with a pin. Next up, I'll try to get the midpoint of the waistband by folding it into two and just noting that point, and join that to the center back of the trouser. To sew this down, all you need to do is to pull the elastic waist and just sew gradually on the trouser. So let's go ahead and do that now. So you can see I'm pulling the elastic waistband actually to its limits. Place my trouser gently underneath and sew. And guys, here is a video of how the trouser came out to be. I love the way the elastic sat neatly on the waist area. This is a picture of me here rocking my trouser. You can see how it came out to be so nice. If you learned one or two things from this video, then click on the subscribe button, comment down below, and once again, Happy New Year to you all. Wishing you all a blessed 2026. Goodbye and see you some other time.